Yes, hi everyone. Um, yeah, to be more precisely, the talks from yesterday, I really think it is on time to remove all the weapons from kindergartens and schools because weapons and guns, they're not some kind of a toy or a tool for joy or a tool for being joyful and play around because people are getting used to guns and revolvers in a very young age. This is why they are participating in wars thereafter in the later life. This is how it happens that children are used to have a gun in the and they armed in their hands in their pockets and carry it around, and they I think this is a part of a normalcy, but this is not a part of a normalcy of a normal world if we're thinking about the civilization, because civilization brings people to a progress in terms of being peaceful to each other. So it means that in a very civilized societies, guns are prohibited and it is not suitable to carry a revolver around and to think about it like as if it is a tool of a joy or of a game. So I really think it is on time to remove all the guns and all the revolvers from kindergartens and schools because children should never touch a gun, and all these companies which are selling and creating toys like Mattel, like what's their names are, they really gotta be stopping creation of this you know vehicles for bloodshed and war and tools of bloodshed, and really stop the production of these toys. Maybe create more intelligent production of, I don't know, puzzles or whatever games. There are so many games in the world. So I really would like to inspire you, to inspire the politicians to look at the wars as something which is deeply rooted in childhood, because there are children playing with guns in a very young age, because there are orphans, street children, abandoned children who are totally lost to themselves and they're having um, zero careness in their love they are facing daily, and obviously they're getting very angry and violent, and it is really crucially important to minimize the amount of violence on screens of TVs and on screens of cinema, of films, because there's so much blood. Uh, cinema is producing like this film which is likely on screen. It's called Coupe, which is crazily cruel. Even there are some maybe some moments of trying to funny around with the production of thrillers or horror films. I mean, in the end, it is not funny. It's absolutely disgusting, horrible, uh, and just aching your eyes to look at that and this cruelty. Same goes for newspapers and news. Even if we should know that yes, there are war conflicts and they are in these regions and that and that, it is obviously very important to know about it. But it's not important to show this hundreds of times on TV enormously, with a very optimized perspective, and show all the broken bones and everything which is guts and lying on the street. I mean, war is cruel enough, and we don't have to be adopted to war even in our sites if we're from a different part of the world, because I don't like people and young people to be inspired by the violence on the screen to get a gun into the hands or his hand and go around and have something like a killing a lot of people or whatever, or just murder, just because he or she wants to be a hero in newspapers or on TV. So I'd like the teleproduction and the cinematography really to be very careful with violence show, because so much violence like nowadays, it's unhealthy. It produces more violence and more violence and more violence, and in the end we're having wars like ongoing war somewhere in Iraq, or this war in the Ukraine, or this war in Bergkarabakh or this war in Israel, they are always ongoing because they are kind of heroes of the news. They're heroes of the television shows. They are kind of feeling that they are supported by the society and supported by attention, because everything which is supported by attention is flourishing, and everything which is not supported by attention of a human eye and human mind is to be minimized and minimizes itself. So I literally like to um, inspire all the politicians to be enormously careful with gun production and childhood age for children, enormously careful in using blood and violence on screen, on in phones, because this amount of blood and this amount of violence is making the world more cruel and is making people hearts harden and free of compassion, and this is not a good way to go.